Hey guys, I am ForeverAGame. Welcome back to Let's Play Dragon Quest XI's Echoes of an Elusive Age Part 106. In the last episode, we started our quest for Tockles, and in this episode, we're continuing it. Dost thou recall, my love, when we two did gaze upon the beauty of all Airdria? The sky so deep and blue did seem like to swallow us whole. The sea burned madder red, stained by the light of the setting sun, and all around us Yggdrasil's leaves did shine with the light of life. The heavenly vision I saw with thee that day seared itself into my very soul. Ne'er shall I forget it, though I live for all eternity. Fabulous, is it not? The more I recite these words, the more meaningful they seem. I must know how the missive ends. The villagers tell me that the first page of the letter was discovered in the pages of an ancient Arborean tome. Alas, this tome was sold many years ago to a Gallipolitan noblewoman. It is my belief that the second page of the letter is inside the book still. I would ask that you journey to Gallipolis and inquire at the homes of the noble families of that realm. I wish you the best of luck in your search. But, bad news. So, this episode, we're going to Luminary's Landing for the Tockle. And I have like a list of the Tockle locations. And bad news. So I recorded this part and my mic was not on. These are the Dragon Quest parts I talked about in Breath of the Wild. Are you not going? Thank you. These are the Dragon Quest parts that I talked about in Breath of the Wild, part 106 and part 107. So, voiceover! But yeah, we're going to Luminary's Landing. We have several Tockles to get, and then in this episode, I think we get all the Tockles that we can in Act 2. There are like 7 more in Act 3. But here, tick-tock, perfect timing, Mr. Luminary. I've had a password. So, yay. Tockle can be of use. So, that is the Roamer Encampment via the Altar of the Forgotten Past. So, yay, tick-tock, Echo Chamber, blah, blah, blah. So, we have to go on Cetacea. Oh my god, there's nothing here. I don't know why I do this every time we come here. There's nothing here. We have to go to Cetacea. We have to go to the railway stations. We have to go to... Never fucking mind. Oh, we go to Tickington first to mark off the things on the list so we don't have to go onto a double thing. But yeah, so I have to record parts 106 and 107. I have to voice over them both. There's a lot of fucking talking. So, yeah, it's great. Save. Come on. But yeah, so we are going back to Tickington. It's very terrible. I got very mad. I hit the microphone. After I recorded both of these parts, I'm gonna go watch them back, and the microphone... Nope. Just nothing. Because for some reason this past week you have to unplug my microphone and then plug it back in. I thought it was just a one-time thing with the Breath of the Wild part, because that was like 3 days ago. But no, it's not. So the secret tomes, blah blah blah. So I guess I'm just going to have to start religiously checking. So the Altar of Origins, we have Gallenholm. And then there's 3 more. So hold on. There's 1... Monaghan and the Cannock Castle. There's 1 more. The Legendary Line. So, this is me, like, trying to, like... I had, like, a screenshot or whatever, and I was, like, using the edit tool to, like, mark out the ones we had seen. Or that we had gotten, so that we wouldn't go back to them. So, come on. Altar of Salvation, we have Erdrick's future home and Baramos' castle. So, and then we have 1 more with that one. I think we have 1 more with most of them. Yeah, we have 1. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 7 that we haven't gotten on this list. There may be more. The Altar of the Chosen, we have the Imperial Pantry of Parthenea and Rose's Room. But yeah, we have several. We have 7. But I feel like that doesn't seem right. That doesn't feel right to me because I feel like we have more than 7 that we don't have. You know? It doesn't make any sense to me. It makes no sense to me. Because there's 10 things. Altar of the Heavenly Blade, we have the Neverglade and the Briscoletti Mansion. I mean, maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 7, so I feel like we have to have 8, 9, 10. We have to have 3 that are completed by the end of this episode, because we get all of them that we can. So we have the Altar of Riviere, the Altrades Abbey, and the Pillar of Pegasus. Altar of Riviere. Oh yeah, there's one here too. I'm gonna have to go over them, because I feel like we're missing several. But they're not on the list. Maybe we have to do all of them first. Altar of the Forgotten Past. Altar of the Forgotten Past doesn't have one. The Rainbow Mines and the Roamer Encampment. So unless we get something from the Altar of the Forgotten Past, I feel like we're missing some. Because the last ones that we don't find are the Altar of the Chosen, the Altar of the Heavenly Bride, the Altar of the Riviere, the Altar of the Undeciphered, the Altar of the Cursed King, the Altar of Origins, and the Altar of the Legendary Line. So I'm very confused about how these work. And how many there are. Like, do we have to complete a certain number of them? The Altar of the Cursed King. So we only have one from the Altar of the Cursed King. But then there's a second one we get in Act 3. And I assume we get another one here. And then Altar of the Starry Skies. We have the Observatory and the Ruby Path of Doom. And then, yeah, there's nothing for the Altar of the Starry Skies either. So maybe you have to do several of them. I have no idea how this works. Maybe this is just an incomplete list from gamerguides.com. And then the Altar of the Undeciphered. The Altar of the Undeciphered... Oh my god. Altar of the Undeciphered has the Room of Revival and then one in Act 3. So hold on. Okay, I'm gonna make Dragon Quest 11 Tickington Worlds. So, Undeciphered, we have 1 out of 2. How do I do this? 1 of 2. And then, debatably, hold on. What is the first one? What is the first one? I could probably figure it out. I probably shouldn't look down doing this, if we're being honest. So, there. I'll put my iPad on its little stand. But we are going to Luminary's Landing, because we have to go to the railway station. So, oh my god, I deleted one of them. Select, thank you, recover. So, yes, we're going to Luminary's Landing on the railway station. Because we have to deal with all of this. So, the Altar of Origins has... We have 2 out of 3. And then the Moon, the Legendary Line. So, God, I hate how you cannot skip this flute playing animation. You cannot skip this flute playing animation. It really does piss me off, genuinely. So the Altar of the Legendary Line... I think we have 2. We have 2 out of 3 of the Altar of the Legendary Line. But yes, so we're trying to go to the Altar of the First Forest. But I realized that I'm reading the wrong page. And that's in Act 3. And we cannot go to the First Forest. We do land here. What's this one? It doesn't tell me for some reason. I think it's like the Lost something. The Lost Land. I have no idea what it is. I don't even think we stay here long enough. I think we just leave. Which I think is very weird. I was like, what is this? The Lost Land? But I soon figure out that the First Forest Railway Station is obviously not open because it has been decimated. The world tree has fallen. Like, there is no First Forest anymore. Like, I assume we're going to have to go get it at some point later. But now we're looking for the Zwardrust Railway Station. So, trying to see Zwardrust is over there during that little bay thing. And so we need to go over there. So that's the direction in which we go. To find... Which one is it? The railway station. Several. We have one from the railway station, and then I believe we have to go to the battleground as well. I think we go to the battleground, the railway station. Is that it? Is that it? Is that all we're... Are those two the only places we go? We may go somewhere else. I'm honestly not sure. But I know we have to go here to the Zvardrust railway station. Which I think it's weird that the railway stations don't connect to the regions. Like, I can't get to Zvardrust proper from the railway station. What is the point of this happen? Like, what is the point of this? Like, you cannot get... Like, I don't know, do we have to connect to them at some point? Like, it's very confusing to me. But there's the Tockle. Time waits for no man. We have a plan. It may require a caravan. Blah, blah, blah. So we got... The Quester's Rest via the Altar of the Starry Skies. So, we're done with that. And I decide we might as well explore, like, while we're here. Like, it's not that big of an area. We might as well go look. So... There's nothing really here other than those little tiger things. And there is one area that I think is... We'll have to come back here at some point, and it's this part. There's this little tree thing. A mysterious energy emanates from the seedling. It feels similar to the energy given off by Yggdrasil's roots, but nothing happens when you touch it. So I think at some point we'll have to come back here to do something. Maybe that'll connect them, but for right now, we're going to the battleground. So, we have to get to... Come on, the battleground. Let's go. The battleground, thank you. We have to get to floor B8 next to a chest. We will soon figure out that we're not on floor B8. We're nowhere near it, actually. Debatably, we are, but I don't realize it. We're at level B4. So obviously, I'm like, okay, let's try to go find a dragon. So we can, like, descend quicker. Or, like, ascend, whatever. However, we are on the bottom floor. But I'm like, let's get a dragon anyways. I'm sure we'll have to... I'm sure we'll need it. So, we have to fight the dragon. A Dragoonier! A Dragooner? Whatever it's called. So, nothing... We don't need to set up. Just Starburst throw. Or half inch, I guess. I don't know why I bothered to try and steal. It never works. But I just attack because I'm like, it's not worth it. But then I decide I don't want to be here all day. So it is. So, Harvest Moon because it flies. And bam! The Dragoonier is gone. However, that is not the end of our little battle. As we'll soon see. A Dragon Horn we got though. But so we get on the Dragoonier, and then half a second later, the other one attacks me, and we're forced into yet another battle. It's very sick, actually. Starburst Throw, because it affects everything, and it's my favorite attack of his. Doesn't do enough. So Jade Harvest Moons, obviously. And bam, one of them is gone, so we have two more. Ooh, and then Serena gets unnecessarily injured, so I have her heal herself. Obviously. And then so Hero has to fight the other ones. I think I do a boom. Yes. Not enough. It's not enough. So I think I do a Starburst Throw again. And then maybe that takes out the Dragoonier. Yes. And then Jade hits the other one. Oh no, Hero. Oh no, Jade takes it out anyways. So. Hip drop. Yay. Hip Drop has finally started to do damage. It's wild to me. But Hendrik got 7 more skill points. I don't think in either of these parts I go deal with their skill points. But I start to ascend for some reason. When in reality, I should check the map. So the map, there is up there. And so we can get down to level B8 via the campsite area we just were at. Because, you know, why wouldn't we? Why wouldn't we? So we have to go back to the campsite. And then out down that vine thing that I said I would never do. I said I would have to wait at the campsite if I was in one of the party. Like one of the party members, I'd have to wait at the campsite. This is just not something I would do. It's just not for me. Not for me. I'd fall. I'd fall. Especially this part where they have to shimmy across the, like, the thing. This is not Tomb Raider. Like, I'm not Lara Croft. Like, this is... I'd wait. I'd be like... You will... I'll meet you guys back at the campsite. I'm just gonna stay here. No offense. It's not even like they got anything crazy. I think... Did they even get the thing down here? Like, the metal? What is it even called? The metal? Orichalcum. It's orichalcum. Is orichalcum real? I'm gonna Google that, actually. I've always wanted to know. Orichalcum. Is orichalcum real? Orichalcum is, in fact, real. It is a metal mentioned in several ancient writings, including the story of Atlantis. Okay. God, I hate those little enemies. They're creepy. Orichalcum is real. That's something I've always wondered. It's real. Oh, I understand why it's important in so many games then. You know, the Metal of Atlantis. Hello, Puff Girl. No thanks. But I understand why it's like an important metal now. So we are at level B9. And we have to ascend to level B8. Not through there. Although I do try to go check that door. A key we do not have until Act 3. Because apparently, even after you defeat Mortigan, you can still play. Which I think is odd. Because debatably he's the final boss. I don't think he's like the secret boss. Like, you know, there's always like a secret final boss. And there's a chest here and I'm like, here it is. Bam. But there's like a secret final boss or whatever. Like it's Persona. Oh, Tick found a password. The Luminary. So, we have Damdara via the Altar of Origins. So, yay! So, now we get to go back to Tickington, but yeah, there's like a secret boss. Like, how you have to battle basically like God in Persona. Like, it's like that, but of Dragon Quest. I don't know, is this always the big final boss? I don't understand why it would be, because that would be weird. If, like, if every game you just beat this person's ass. At the end, be like, that's how we end it. We beat so-and-so's ass. That'd be weird. I don't like how you have to save before you go to Tickington. Like, I don't understand the point. But yay, back to Tickington. So we need to go back to... I think I go to the Origins. So, time to go to Damdara. So we have 2 out of the 3 Altar of Origins. So, hello. God, they speak so oddly. Do I spy a wanderer come to visit? I bid thee welcome, friend, now unless mine eyes deceive me. Thou art no callow youth, but rather a seasoned warrior. Allow me to appraise thee of what hath befallen this place. 'Twas once the fair town of Damdara. Alas, 'tis now a monster-ravaged wasteland whose people have all fled. I struggle to read this, like, in live time. Our woes began when marauding fiends laid waste to our beloved home. Now one among them is risen again. By what foul means I know not. I speak that of a shadowy chevalier, the King Abberant. Is Abberant the name? I'm never sure. This wicked being now ruleth o'er the ruins of Damdara, and hath roused the departed from their slumber, that he might tyrannize them. Yet I myself am one such unfortunate soul. So he killed them and then rose them from the dead. I know not who thou art, friend, but I beseech thee take up arms against the Knight Abberant, and return us to our rest. Prithee banish the darkness that hath descended upon this place. The man wants you to defeat the Knight Abberant, who summoned an army of the dead and taken control of the town. Sure. Verily the hero who hath waited come at last. Now thine enemy the Knight Abberant doth oft appear behind the armors in the southeast of town. God. I hate how they speak. So yay, you've been asked to defeat the Knight Abberant that's... Okay. The marauders did fall upon our town as a lion doth its prey. Those who could not flee in time were slain without mercy. 'Tis true, all those thou wilt encounter here are long since dead, yet all are rudely roused from their slumber and now haunt the very... Okay. Awoken by the Knight Abberant that he might terrorize what remaineth of this place, all the more truly our fate is not one that I would wish upon my most bitter foe. So yeah, it's very sad. So we go to the armorer. Lo, might this be our Savior who standeth before me? Might this be the one who smite the Knight Abberant and free us from this cruel visage at last? Our tormentor doth often appear behind this place. Gird up thy loins, friend, and do thine utmost to end our suffering. Cool. So we have to go behind there, but I have to talk to more people first. Our heartless new master brooketh no dissent. Were we to display the merest hint of resistance, we would doubtlessly be cruelly punished. Okay. Yet we are safe for the nonce. The wicked creature is abroad. Upon his return, he will no doubt resume his favorite post behind Magog's shop. Oh, you're yonder. Jesus. I hate how they speak. Hello. A curious memory doth trouble my mind of late. I did espy Magog as he buried a certain something near the tree behind his shop. 'Twas on the very eve of the calamity that struck us. Though what it might have been, I know not, and besides, 'twas long ago. Whatever it was doubtless disinterred or otherwise removed. Jesus, the way they speak. Hello. How long has it been since the town fell to the fiends and our servitude began? Verily, 'tis too painful to dwell upon it. Yet to lose one's life is a fate cruel enough in itself. To lose one's honor and bow to the will of monsters, this truly is a fate worse than death. Ooh. There's no rest for we unhappy souls trapped twixt life and death. We toil morning, noon, and night. How I long for release, how I long to know peace at last. Yet 'tis hopeless it seems, our cruel master hath sentenced us to ceaseless servitude. An eerie voice can be heard drifting on the air. Wherefore comest thou here, fool? Knowest thou not that to vex the ruler of this realm of misery is a crime punishable by death? Have at thee. Ugh, the way they speak. The Knight Abberant draws near. So, I decide that it can't be that hard. Can't be that hard. No. Nope. Nope, it's very hard. I was like, this is just, the first one was easy. So we'll just do, like, basic. No. This goes terribly. This goes god-fucking awful. Metal Liquor does nothing. 14 points of damage. Harvest Moon, deflected. Helicopter does 65 points of damage. It's bad for us. Snooze! Heroes, Serena, and Jade fall asleep. It's bad for us. It's very, very bad. This goes terribly. The worst it could have gone. It's bad. It's bad. So, Starburst Throw, because it's Eric's only good attack, which I think is very pretty in these sprites. 162 points of damage. And then... he hits like a truck. Everybody's asleep. Oh, Serena woke up. How lovely. So, I decide to switch. Do I switch Hero for Rab? Or Sylvando? Hendrik? Probably Hendrik. And then I decide to, I guess, try and let Jade wake up. So, Helicopter, or do I switch? Cutting Edge. I do Cutting Edge. Serena, a Kaswoosh, thank you. And then Eric does a Starburst Throw. But we do a Snooze, Hendrik's asleep, Serena's asleep, Jade's sleepier. So Eric's the only one that gets to attack. Very sad. Fast asleep, fast asleep, fast asleep. It's bad for us. It's bad. It's bad, and it only gets worse. So, Serena is dead. It's bad for us. It's bad. It's bad. But Hendrik woke up, thank God. So, I think I decided to take out Jade for Rab. So I can revive Serena. So Hendrik, I decided to use Cutting Edge again. Rab uses... I have to go switch his items. To the Spirit Staff, thank you. And then the Zing Stick on Serena. And then Eric, I think, does another Starburst throw, yeah. But yeah, this is terrible. This is terrible. This thing ends up having 2,300 health. Buff, it only makes it worse. It's bad. But Serena is revived. No damage. It's bad for us. So, I think I decided at this point to switch weapons, maybe? Yeah. So, the Bad Axe, it does not tell me the stats of any of these weapons, which I really do hate. I understand it probably didn't do that back in the day, so I just have to guess. And then I give him the Ice Shield, or the Shield of Heliodor. Probably the Shield of, yeah, the Shield of Heliodor, and then I think I do Axes of Evil. Serena does, I think, oh, does Serena do a multi-heal? Good for her. And then Rab does a Zammel. And then Eric, oh, I accidentally clicked Eric to attack. It was bad. Dead again. Dead again. I think that's so unfair that it attacks before me. It's like, I don't think it should be faster than us. It's a knight in armor. Axes of Evil does nothing. Nope. It's bad. And it gets pepped. It only goes downhill from here. So I decide Hendrik is going to do the same thing. We're going to do Axes of Evil again. Rab is going to Zing Stick again. And Eric is going to Starburst Throw. It's bad. This is 156 points of damage. Now Hendrik is about to die. Serena is going to be revived, probably just to die again. It's bad for us. Who do I switch? Do I switch Serena? Probably for hero? Yeah. So, and then Hendrik with his Sylvando? No, Jade. Isn't Jade still asleep? But I decide, okay, we can do this. So, Pearly Gates, Rab's best attack. And then, this is when I start to realize that this thing is not to be fucked with. So, I start using our good attacks. Jade's still asleep, Hero's still asleep. Jade's about to die anyways. Snooze! God, Snooze killed us. Rab, Eric, everybody is asleep. It's bad, and we can't do a thing. So I have to switch, obviously. Jade goes to Sylvando. It's bad. What do I decide to do? Probably a swoosh? Do I just attack? I just attack, don't I? I just attack, because Sylvando has a knife. Yep, and I'm not even sure if those are knives. I'm not even sure if those are knives. The only thing that tells me those are knives are that he can't use his whip abilities. So I decided to just let him hit it. Bad choice. I should have done a swoosh. It's bad. It's bad. It's bad. Our second attempt goes better, but this one's bad. This one, I underestimated it to begin with, and then... Because it was just like, the first one was easy as fuck. So I was like, this can't be that hard. Maybe they're all easy. No. Eric wakes up. Serena's dead again. She just stays dead this time. This is when I stop reviving the party members. They're dead. Like, it's like, if we don't win, we don't win. It's bad. Eric gets to be pepped, and it tries to explain to me all these things. Like, we level up at one point, and it tries to explain to me, like, I know what this is. Like, I've done this. This is, like, I just think that's very weird. Like, we've done this. Like, I know what leveling up is. I know what pep is. Like, at this point in the game, you unlock Tickington, like, right after Hotto. Like, I know what these things are. Everybody gets pepped, but we can't do anything. It's bad for us. Pearly Gates again. Do I Zinc Stick, really? That's a waste. Mountain Mover. We should have done Mountain Mover at the beginning. I think that animation is very pretty with the purple flooring. Hero's dead. Rab will probably die before he can... No, Rab falls asleep before he can revive anybody. So, we have nothing. Time to switch to the injured. Do I not? Jesus. This is sad. Helmet Splitter, Rab. Does Rab die? No, Rab woke up. Fight. So I decide multi-heal or more heal. More heal himself. And it's bad. Rab is dead. I don't like how I don't move before this thing. Like, it's weird to me. It's bad. It's bad. It's bad. It's bad. Mountain Mover is faded away after doing next to nothing. It's bad. Do I switch everybody out? No. Just Sylvando. So Sylvando, let's try to use... I think I tried to use the special medicine, and... I'm not fast enough, apparently. Sylvando is dead. I don't like how that works. That really did piss me off. Everybody's dead, so it automatically switches in Jade and Hendrik, who have little to no health. I think at some point I try to flee. Yggdrasil do. Do I use the Yggdrasil do? I probably try to, and we're not fast enough. Oh, I do. We're not fast enough. Hendrik dies. I think I've tried to flee at this point. I said, let me leave. You can't flee. And he kills us, and then that is that. That's that. It's bad. It's bad. The party is wiped out, and it kicks me out of Tickington. Oh, it's bad. That thing has 2,300 health. So, that was pretty much that for this episode. In the next episode, it'll also be a voiceover, and we'll continue all this mess. So, I think that might be all for now. In the next episode, we'll continue doing the bullshit that is Tickington. It gets a lot simpler in the next episode because never mind. I realize how that not to underestimate these things and to go all out anytime. So, that's going to be all for now, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!